You've really shown up in a big way for Grayson and for Chloe. We follow you on social media. I know you had an emotional moment when you dropped Chloe off at school. How is she adapting? How is she doing?
You know, I think I was so emotional because she's had such a hard time fitting in, especially in Nashville. There's still a lack of diversity there. And she's just had a lot of struggles. She's had to overcome a lot of diversity, from her biological parents leaving her to now my parents, who she calls mom and dad. They're gone, so there's a lot of abandonment issues that she suffers from. But to see her, she got into this awesome private school in Nashville, and it's the most nurturing, loving environment, and she has just excelled. It's like a completely different child, and just showing up and seeing her excited and making friends and doing good in school, it just made me so emotional, because it goes to show you how resilient kids are, and that if you invest in them, you get a return.
You do. And I have to tell you, the thing that really gives me just the most joy is watching her troll you.
All right, so we're shopping.
Yeah.
And?
Don't prove the top. You need to wear a bra with it.
What?
Roasted. Sister.
That girl is ruthless.
I've never seen anything like it. Like the other day, she was like, Savannah, you do know that, like, you can't have 4 boyfriends, right? She was like, you have to choose one.
I was going to say, we spoke with you yesterday. Thank you for coming by ET.
Maybe I've, like, met the one I'm supposed to be with.
You tease that there is someone special in your life. So how serious are things?
You know, things are new. They're exciting. It's like my biggest thing is I want someone in my life that is going to be a positive influence on Chloe and Grayson, and especially Grayson, because he needs that male role model figure in his life right now. So it's new.
Has this person met the kids?
Yes.
And how's it go?
It's just like, you date me, you date them. And like, if they don't like you, you got to go. Like,
so has Chloe roasted him? How are things going?
Oh yes, she asked all the questions, and I mean all the questions. So are you divorced? Do you have kids? What do you think of my sister? She does it all.
So she's like your bodyguard.
Oh, 100%.
Oh, I love it.
It's like having a conversation with an adult. It's kind of scary at times.
Okay. But if you had to define your relationship status today?
We're figuring it out. TBD.
Okay.
Right?
And then you told us yesterday that you've been spending a lot of time bouncing back and forth between Kentucky and Florida.
Yep.
I'm curious, are your parents allowed to talk to each other? Are you the messenger? Are you able to communicate?
I mean, I'm the messenger. They don't get to speak, which is another issue within our system. I mean, not only have they taken them away from their family, but also they don't even get to speak to each other. So they've been together almost 30 years now, and they were not the type of parents that like had friends who like went on trips with the girls, went on trips with the guys. That didn't happen. It was the 2 of them. And so this is the longest they've ever been without speaking to each other, and it's a challenge. I mean, it's kind of like, obviously it's not what they want, you know. They would be speaking to each other all the time if they could, but they're just not. They're not allowed.
Okay, so what was the last message you delivered?
Every time I talk to them, it's just like, tell your mom I love her, and tell your dad I love him, tell him I miss him. So it's always just every single conversation, it's make sure you tell him I love him.
Very few of you will remain at the end of this course.
My goodness, special forces. This show is absolutely no joke. I know you've been through tough times, but why would you want to subject yourself to doing something as challenging as this?
Seriously, I mean, it was such a challenge, but also I'm in this era, like this yes era. So I'm going to say yes to any opportunity that comes my way. And I also wanted to find a way to connect with my parents, and that's what this show did. Like, they can watch it when it airs. So yeah, so that's why that was really the number one motivator for me to do it.
Oh, I know they will be there watching, cheering you on.
I have 2 kids that are looking at everything I do, and so if I can show them like that you show up in the toughest of times and you go outside of your comfort zone and you just put one foot in front of the other, and I just wanted them to see like I'm doing everything I possibly can do to make sure that their lives don't change. So whether that's taking a job that takes me, you know, across the country or across the world, then that's what you do. And just everything now that I do, I think of them when I make a decision.
Now, Savannah, you're someone who has been through a lot this year, and Tom Sandoval is competing on the show. Yep. He's someone who's been through a lot this year. Did you connect with him? Were you able to find ways to relate to each other since you both live very public lives?
Honestly, he brought it on himself.
What do you mean?
Like, his whole situation, I mean, he was a hoe. So, like, that, like, hoes get what's coming to them, okay? So, like, I didn't really connect with him just because, like, also, too, I didn't really watch the show. I knew of the drama, obviously. Everyone knew of it. And I was like, I would have kicked your ass if I was her. Wow. But, like, we connected one time, and that's when I told him to lay his ass down. So that was about it.
So you gave Tom Sandoval the business on this show.
He just wasn't someone that I really connected with, you know? I don't know. I connected with, like, a core group of people, and I mean, hey, to each their own. I think Robert, Brian Austin Green, Kelly Rizzo, JoJo, like, everyone loves JoJo. Yeah. Kelly, she and I, we had a long ride one day with each other.
What are those conversations?
And just to hear the strength that she has and how she just keeps pushing forward, and I couldn't imagine feeling what she felt and it being such a public thing. And just, I mean, I just heard her strength, and I was just like, I am so blessed to know you.